Alrighty, I'm back once again as I continue my run of Jeopardy for the Nintendo Wii U. This is my 5th game, and I have a 4-game total of $97,600. Add on to that 97,600. Alright, game 5. Let's begin now. This is Jeopardy!
Please welcome our contestants. Player 1. Player 2. Player 3. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Rivet.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Let's take you right now into
Let's
the
play
Jeopardy.
the first round. This is the round with the one name
Clues are
level.
worth $200 to
Which of these following
$1,000 in these
categories will it
categories.
appear in?
Prefixes.
Prefixes,
Mythology. Da plane.
da plane,
Animal farm.
Animal Farm,
The movies.
the movies, or
And dirty, rotten
scoundrels.
Player 1.
Prefixes
start.
to it.
Medically speaking, hemo, hema, and hemato all mean this.
Ugh, I'm not a medical person.
Here's the correct response. Blood.
I mean blood. Alright,
Player 1. Choose again.
Animal Farm 200.
With more than 4,300 species, lizards make up the largest living group of this animal class. Player 1.
What is amphibian?
No. Sorry.
Ah!
Any other takers?
Looks like I've got some tough clues today.
Here's the correct response. Reptile.
Reptile. Alright, let's try again.
We return. In 2004,
Oh, shoot.
this airline introduced non-stop flights between Newark and Changi Airport.
Oh shoot, that wasn't the clue I wanted.
It's player 2.
Singapore Airlines?
That's
Yeah. Except that wasn't the clue I wanted.
Where do we begin? Player 2. The first commercial plane flights out of the United States were in 1920 between Key West and this nearby country. Here's what we were looking for. Cuba.
Cuba.
Player 2, back to you for our
The
next
movies for
selection.
200.
Jack Palance's character is described as a saddlebag with eyes in this 1991 comedy. Okay, player 1.
What is City Slickers?
Good. You're
Yes.
out of the home.
Okay, the movies
Player
for
1. In the film Music and Lyrics, Hugh Grant plays the Jeopardy theme music written by this creator of Jeopardy.
Who is Merv Griffin?
Okay, player 1. You got it.
600 movies.
Player 1. Irene Bedard, the speaking voice of this heroine in an animated Disney film, played her mother in The New World.
Which heroine
Here's
was
the
it?
correct response. Pocahontas.
Oh, Pocahontas.
You get to pick again. Flying at the then incredible speed of 575 miles per hour, the Boeing 707 began commercial flight service
Oh wait, I ended up going
in this
plane
decade.
for 600.
We're talking about the 1950s. Player one,
Right.
you pick
Animal
again,
Farm for
please.
4.
And here's Jimmy.
In the South, soups, greens, and bean dishes get added flavor from this part of the pig, referred to by an alliterative name.
Okay, player one.
What is ham hock?
Yes.
Now Animal Farm for 6.
Player one. The scaly armor that surrounds the armadillo is composed of plates made of this. It's formed by ossification. We're talking about bone.
Bone.
Player one.
Let's go to the
back
movies
you.
for 800.
The 2003 film Pieces of April starred this actress, who had yet to meet and marry Tom Cruise. Let's hear it, player one.
Who is Katie Holmes?
Yes,
Yeah. Movies for 1,000.
player one. Jane Russell and Marilyn Monroe sang about being two little girls from Little Rock in this 1953 movie musical. We're talking about Gentlemen Prefer Blondes.
Gentlemen prefer blondes.
Player one, choose again.
Okay, Animal Farm for 800.
No laughing matter. In Africa, a dozen of these can reduce a 500-pound zebra to bones in 30 minutes. Let's hear it, player one.
What are hyenas?
Good. We return to you, player one.
Okay, prefixes for 400, please.
Before standard and marine, it means below.
What is sub?
Yes, player one?
Yeah.
That's right. Way to
Substandard,
go.
submarine. 600, please.
Player
prefixes.
one. Before biography or graph, it means self.
What is...
Player
What
one?
is auto?
Correct.
There we go. 800 prefixes.
You get to pick it. It puts the fire before technics and mania. Let's hear it, player
Player
three.
3. What is pyro?
That's it.
That's right. You're on board now. And it's your
Player
selection.
three, you start.
Prefixes for 1,000.
This prefix turns 1 byte of data into about 1 billion. Player three?
Player 3. What is giga?
Right.
Yes, that's right. You're at 1,800.
You again, player three.
Dirty Rotten Scoundrels for 2.
This woman, with a reputation as a hard-drinking, foul-mouthed ruffian, claimed she married Wild Bill Hickok. Here's what we were looking for. Calamity Jane.
Calamity Jane.
Player three. Pick again.
Animal Farm for 1,000.
Thought to be bad luck by natives, the ii is a lemur, so it's no surprise it's only found here. It's player one.
What is Madagascar?
Right. Player one, you're in
Plane
command of the
800.
This U.S. company created the venerable DC-10 jetliner. Let's hear it, player three.
With Donald Douglas?
Right you are.
Yep.
Okay, let's get back into this. Player three,
Pretty Rotten
you make
Scoundrels
the
for
next
400.
selection as well. This company helped track down Black Bart, the bandit who'd robbed its stagecoaches about 27 times. Yes, player two.
Wells Fargo.
Right.
Right.
All right, let's get back into this.
Dirty
Player
Rotten
two
Scoundrels for
has
6.
control. Some say Arizona Donnie Clark was just overprotective, but she's infamously known by this name. Yes, player two.
Who was Ma Barker? Yes. 1,400.
Select again.
800 Scoundrels.
A ballad ends They'll bury them side by side. To few it'll be grief, to the law a relief. But it's death for them.
And I do not know.
It's player 2.
Who are Bonnie and Clyde.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Player 2's now 2,200.
You get to pick again, player 2.
Rotten Scoundrels for 1,000.
Harry Longbaugh got this nickname after serving time in a Wyoming prison for horse theft.
I don't know what nickname that is.
Here's the response we were looking for. Sundance.
Sundance.
Player 2, you pick again, please.
Mythology for 200.
Some say his 12 labors were penance for killing his wife Megara and their children. Let's hear it, player 1.
Who is Hercules?
You got it.
Yes. Mythology for 4.
A lot of Jupiter is the Roman equivalent of this Greek god. Player 1.
Who is Zeus?
Right.
Yes. Mythology for 6.
Please. She was given a box and told not to open it. She did, releasing the world's evil, but shut it before hope could escape.
Who is Pandora?
Let's hear it, player 1. Yep.
800. Mythology.
Player 1. Let's go to the Clue Crew for this next clue.
According to Greek myth, this monster depicted here 8 people who could not answer its riddle.
Okay, player 1.
What is the Sphinx?
Yes.
Right. 6,400.
You
Mythology.
again.
1,000. Answer there is the Daily
It's
Double.
the Daily Double.
Took a while to find it, but
And you're in the lead now, player 1. Give us a wager.
nonetheless, I'll wager 1,600 on this.
Here
Answer.
is your Daily Double clue. This Greek sea god could cause springs to flow and create storms with a flourish of his trident.
Who is Poseidon?
You have maintained
Right.
your lead. Way to go.
Taking it to $8,000. Now let's take a look at our last clue.
$1,000. The first commercial passenger transatlantic service was by Pan Am in 1939 between New York City and this French port.
Player
Okay,
2.
player 2.
What is my say?
Correct.
You're right. That takes it to 3,200 and into
Double
second
Jeopardy
place at
round
the end of this
begin
round.
right after this.
Player 3 with 2,600. She'll select first.
And we have two
I have
doubles awaiting
$8,000.
these categories.
Categories for Double Jeopardy.
Oscar winners of
Oscar
yore.
winners of yore.
Busy as a beaver.
Busy as a beaver.
Emperors.
Emperors.
I want to be.
I want to be.
Name the poet.
Name the poet.
and vocabulary.
Vocabulary.
Player 3, start us.
Emperors for 400 is where we start.
Opposition led by Santa Anna limited the reign of this country's Augustine I to 10 months.
What country is it?
Here's what we were looking for. Mexico.
Mexico. Okay. Emperor's 800.
Alfonso VI, who died in Toledo in 1109, called himself Emperor of two religions, Christianity and this. Player 1?
What is Hinduism?
No, that's
That
not.
is not correct.
Any other takers?
Down to 7,200. Not yet.
Here's the correct response. Islam.
Islam was what we needed. It was either Hinduism or Islam, and I
Player
chose the
3.
wrong one.
Pick again.
Emperor's 1,200.
Last name of Louis, brother and father of French emperors.
As I started to say my yet. Gamepad's kind of low on
Let's hear it,
battery
player
here, but
3.
hopefully I can finish this game out.
Aww.
Habsburg is player 3's response, and that
Anyone
is
else care to try to
incorrect.
come up with a correct response? Here's the correct response. Bonaparte.
Bonaparte.
Player 3. Pick again.
Emperor's for 16.
He was crowned emperor on Christmas Day 800. We're talking about Charlemagne.
Charlemagne.
Player 3, back to you.
2000.
Let's take it over to Sarah.
The cartouche seen here denotes this emperor, the ruler of Heliopolis.
I don't know. Alright, come on. Let's go to a different category. Please, hopefully one where I know stuff.
Here's the response we were looking for. Ramses.
Ramses.
You again, player 3.
Oscar winners of Europe for 4.
John Ford directed this verdant 1941 winner about a Welsh mining family. It's player 1.
What is How Green Was My Valley?
That's correct.
Alright, let's go somewhere else. I want to be for 4.
One of these dancers, so I'm practicing my arabesques and pirouettes so I can perform with the Kirov. Let's hear it, player 1.
It is a ballerina.
Right you are.
Alright, 800.
Player 1. One of these, from the Greek for star sailor, like John Glenn or Buzz Aldrin. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is an astronaut?
Right.
Okay. I want to be for 12.
Please, one of these, and deal with the health problems of vicunas, pintos, and Great Danes. Player 1.
What is a veterinarian?
That's correct.
That's a 10 grand.
Select
I want to be for 16. The answer there, a daily double.
first of the 2 daily doubles. You are in the lead right now.
$4,000, please. Answer.
Like Martin Luther King and the Dalai Lama, and be honored with this humanitarian prize given in Oslo.
What is the Nobel Peace Prize?
You have maintained your lead.
Correct.
Way to go.
That takes me up to 14,000.
Select
Let's
again.
finish the category.
This, from the Greek for straight, and make some big bucks correcting crooked teeth with braces. It's player 1.
What is an orthodontist?
Good for you.
That takes me up to $16,000.
You get to pick again. player
Vocabulary
1.
for 400.
The name of this extinct critter comes from words meaning terrible lizard. Here's the response we were looking for. A dinosaur.
Dinosaur.
Player 1. This term for a mechanical human comes from a Czech word for forced labor. Player 1.
What is a robot?
Correct.
Got it. Vocabulary for 1,200, please.
Player 1. Bumbershoot is Brit speak for one of these. Player 1.
What is an umbrella?
Right.
Vocabulary for 16.
Player 1. He's an angel is a metaphor. Smart as a whip is one of these comparisons.
Player
Okay,
2.
player 2.
What is an analogy?
Oh.
No, that's incorrect.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Player 1.
What is a simile?
Right.
Simile, yes. Let's finish the category.
You again. The name of this science is from the Greek for the study of animals. Here's what we wanted. Zoology.
Zoology.
We return to you, player 1.
Name the poet for 4.
The caged bird sings with a fearful trill of things unknown but longed for still. Here's the correct response. Maya Angelou.
Maya Angelou. Okay.
Player 1,
Busy's
back to
beaver
you.
for 4.
Beavers have 6 of these on their heads in 2 sets of 3. One is transparent and helps in swimming underwater. Okay, player 1.
What are gills?
No.
No.
Anyone else? It's player 2.
Or eyelids.
Good. All right, let's get back into this. Player
Oscar
2
winner's
has
800.
control. Greer Garson survives a Luftwaffe attack and the annual flower show as the title misses in this film. It's player 3.
What is Mrs. Miniver?
You.
You're right. You're in second place now, player 3.
You start.
Oscar winners of yours for 12.
Jimmy Stewart as Buttons the Clown upstages Charlton Heston in this three-ring affair from 1952. Yes, player 1?
What is the greatest show on earth?
Right you are.
Yes. Busy as a beaver for
Player
800.
1? Where this 5-letter beaver home may have separate entrances and a carpeted floor. Hopefully no elks. Yes, player 1?
What is Lodge?
Good for you.
Yes. Beaver for 1200.
Selecting it. Of 1, 5, or 15, the rough maximum number of minutes a beaver can hold its breath underwater.
What is 15?
Let's hear it, player 1. Yes.
22,400.
You get to pick
Poet
again,
800.
player 1.
Wee sleekit cowrin timorous beastie, oh what a panic's in thy breastie.
Player 2.
Player 2.
Who is Robert Burns?
That
You are correct. You're back in second place. You've got
player
2,800.
2. You start us off. There was an old man with a beard who said, "It is just as I feared." Yes, player 3.
Who is E.E. Cummings? No, that's incorrect.
Anyone else? Here's the correct response. Edward Lear.
Edward Lear.
Player 2, back to you for our
Poet for
next
16.
selection.
The answer there, the other Daily Double.
Answer.
You have $2,800 to put at risk.
You're in second now, but with an opportunity to catch
400
up a bit.
only.
What are you going to win?
All right,
And
here's the clue.
A little learning is a dangerous thing. Drink deep, or taste not the Pierian spring.
Who's William Congreve?
That's not it.
You are incorrect.
Here's what we want.
Poet that we needed here
Alexander
was
Pope.
Alexander Pope. All right, you lost a little bit there.
Player
Go again.
2, pick again.
Drink to me only with thine eyes, and I will pledge with mine.
Okay, player 3.
Who's William Shakespeare? No, that's incorrect.
That's
Player
incorrect.
3 is now in the
Anyone
hole.
else want to hazard a guess on this?
At minus 1,000. Not Shakespeare.
Here's the response we were looking for. Ben Jonson.
Ben Jonson was who we needed.
You get to pick again, player 2.
Oscar winners for 16.
Alcoholic Ray Milland is reminded that one's too many and 100's not enough in this film. Here's what we wanted. Lost Weekend.
Lost Weekend.
Player 2, back to you for our
Oscar
next
winners for
selection.
2,000.
Gregory Peck gets the scoop on anti-Semitism in this film adapted by Moss Hart. Let's hear it, player 3.
Player 3, you say his girl Friday. Incorrect. You're at minus 3,000.
Any other takers?
Player 3, if you want to be around for Final Jeopardy, you'll have to get both of the last two clues in the beaver category correct.
Here's what we wanted. Gentleman's Agreement.
Gentleman's Agreement was what we needed. Two
Please
clues
pick
left.
again, player 2.
Busy as a beaver for 16.
Natural enemies of the beaver include bobcats, coyotes, and this glutton associated with Michigan. It's player 1.
What is the Wolverine? So I prevent player 3 from going to Final Jeopardy.
And,
And
the
let's take a look
last
at our final clue for
$2,000.
$2,000.
The coat of arms of this company, founded in 1670, displays 4 furry beavers. Yes, player 1?
What is Hudson Bay Company? That is right. That takes me to 26,000 at the end of this round. Player
Only
2
two of you will be
2,400 and
going
player
on to
3
Final Jeopardy.
minus 3,000 will
Sorry,
not be
player.
around for Final Jeopardy.
Here comes the final
And our
Jeopardy.
Final
players.
Jeopardy category today is
Is this
the
the
sea.
sea?
Okay.
Please enter your wager.
I'll just go for $1,000. Alright.
Here's
Let's see
your
how you
Final Jeopardy
YouTube folks
clue.
do with this Final
National
Jeopardy.
seas include the Irish, the Philippine, and this one bordered to its west by Iceland.
National seas include the Irish, the Philippine, and this one bordered to its west by Iceland. I'll say, what is the Norwegian Sea? I am going to have a 6th game guaranteed regardless of the outcome of this. Player 2,
Did you come up
What
with
did
the
you
correct
say?
response?
you said the Denmark Sea,
And that will lose
and that
you.
is incorrect, and you lose everything. You go down to 0.
What did you say?
I said Norwegian Sea,
And this correct response
and I'm
will-
right.
How much to
I
your
add
score?
$1,000, taking me up to $27,000,
Congratulations, player.
and that
You are
makes me a
the new
champion once again for the 5th day in a row.
So long.
5 days, 124,600. And we'll see you next time, folks.